We are back for another episode of the Three PMS Ladies podcast show.
Woo woo.
Okay, so because I mean, to be fair, whether it's low energy or not, I mean the whoop whoops are usually rubbish. But it's just me and New Year today, bringing our Love Island special. That we have to, Love Island. I can't believe how quick it's gone. Soon we're going to be in the final week, and it's going to be over, and it's going to be weird. Without Love Island, but while we're still in the thick of it, let's just give our review. So the latest goings on are these 4 new bombshells have entered the villa. So we have Lacey, we have the Brazilian Natalia, then we have Jamie, and we have Reese. So those 2 are the token light-skinned mixed race brothers that they always try to put in, as bombshells in the show. So what are our thoughts on the bombshells, New Year?
I don't think they're bombshells. I feel like they're just fresh faces,
What? Sorry?
Fresh faces.
Right, okay.
That's all they are.
Right. Okay.
Just fresh, just new, something new to the table. That's all I can really think of.
Gotcha.
Natalia is only interesting, I think, because of her background. Like she brings a little bit of spice and a little bit of being exotic, as they like to say. As for the guys, I'm just literally like, this is just, I don't know, Tom and Jerry, like just 2 randoms that they're just stuck in together, who are almost like competitors, the opposite. They're both light skinned, but one's really big and one's really small. And then Lacey is just a girl ran away. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, Love Island, what's going on with this one? What's going on, really?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, like I said, I really do think they blew the budget on Davide, which was money well spent, But I looked at them and I just thought they're not all that, they're not. But at least Danica's got some viable contenders for another match. Obviously, we said goodbye to Billy and Summer. What did we think of that, New Year?
Summer. Do you know what? I was actually a bit disappointed because I thought with Summer being in there, it would be interesting with the whole Dami and India mix still a little bit.
Yeah.
And Billy, as much as like Gemma's all like, yeah, I'm definitely not interested in you, gave him the pie in the face. I still like the banter. I still like the fact that he was just winding Luca up.
Yeah.
So I actually like having both of them in, to be honest with you. And I think they were better looking than the bombshells who have just come in my opinion.
Interesting. I mean, I do feel like Summer added a bit of tension, at times to Dami and India's relationship. But in general, I don't really feel like she was doing much. Don't get me wrong. Maybe she didn't have as much of an opportunity to, find a proper connection. But I feel like other than Josh and Dami, the Casa Amor, that was her job. Her job was to now get a connection and rattle the cage a bit. But then after that, there was a little bit with Josh, and then there was nothing besides her fake American accent, which was getting on my nerves because I just felt like, have you got no personality that you just have to put on a fake accent all the time? It was really getting on my nerves, to be honest. Just being honest. But I don't know. I just don't really feel like she was trying much. I just felt like it was like, whatever, kind of. That's the attitude that I got. And you could see like every single time she was in the bottom, the way she would roll her eyes. I'm like, sorry, are you surprised? Like, that's my thing. Looking like, huh? Like, stop rolling your eyes like, like, no, you should have seen that coming, mate. You're not in a couple with anybody. Like, what you just here for? Holiday? Like, for me, I was glad when she went. I'm sorry. I like the fact that the black girls kind of had their own little group, which I liked.
Yeah.
But, other than that, I just, like, as in the words of Ekin-Su, summer is gone and winter is coming. That's it.
That was too funny.
In terms of Billy, I don't really like the way he did Danica. I feel like he saw her stretch one day and thought, oh yeah, I want some of that. And that was it. Do you know what I mean? I don't really feel like he had any genuine feelings for her, kind of thing. And you're right. I think he spent more time focusing on winding up that idiot Luca, where it's so easy to wind him up. All you have to do is look at Gemma and be the opposite sex, and he'll have a problem with it, because he's doing 24 hours, 7 days a week surveillance on Gemma. And like I said, I've said it before, this is why they're not going to last in the outside. That girl don't back down, which I like about her. She's very, very, for a 19-year-old, she's very headstrong. And I like that about her. She knows who she is and she ain't backing down. And I like that. And for someone like him, that's not going to work, because I think he wants to come across like he's that guy. And yeah, it's just not going to work. When she gets out of the house, her DMs are going to be flooded. People are going to want to chat to her, and he's just going to get left he won't be able to take it. He's going to get left in the dust. And because he acts like a little bitch, she's going to end up dumping him. And I can't wait to see it all unfold. I really can't. But back to the matter at hand. Summer and Billy are gone. The new bombshells are in. So Natalia was showing a lot of interest in Davide and Adam, which was rattling Paige. What did you think about that, New Year?
I don't see why. I see why it was, but at the same time, Paige just needs to check herself. When Gemma gave her pep talk, it was actually really decent. Again, Gemma showing her maturity. I've always said that about Gemma. Yeah. But my thing is that I don't feel like they're inside the same league. Not that Paige is beneath or above or anything, but I feel like they're just completely different.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it is just for Jay to say who he really likes. It's either what he's likes of you so far, Paige, is going to keep him or not. And if he's get rattled that easily with this new girl, it's a blessing. Like, as much as we keep saying it, we're on the outside, we're watching it on TV, but at least he's doing it now rather than you guys. As soon as you leave and he gets texts, he gets, OnlyFans pages, you know what I mean? He gets all these offers of girls following themselves at him. It's better that you just know now whether or not he's going to be interested with you properly or not. But I think she just needs to relax. Like, she's decent. Do you know what I mean? All the guys wanted to wife her. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
He's either going to be into you or he's not, regardless of whoever comes into the house.
It's true.
Villa.
True. It's true. I mean, I 100% agree with you. I think I've always heard it. The girls who are the pretty girls are the ones that are always so insecure, and it's obvious. At the end of the day, you know what the show is, and there's always a potential for people to come in and for people's heads to turn, as they, that stupid term that they use. But that can happen anywhere. This is the one that you can see. What about the one that you can't see? You have to be confident enough in your connection and in yourself. And if someone's head does turn, then okay, maybe it's not meant to be. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're there crying like a bitch to someone who's 19. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who finished GCSEs 3 years ago or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, who's telling you got to be confident. You got to be confident in what you have. And with all due respect, with Paige, I'm not a fan of Paige. I'm not a fan. I think her cuteness and niceness is a fake, if I'm being honest with you. I just think it's so, the way she jumped from Jax to Adam was just, for me, was just weird, because I feel like if you genuinely had a strong connection with Jax and you really thought this can be something, you'll go with him. That's what, honestly speaking, New Year, that's what, if I had a genuine connection with someone and that's what I wanted, fine. If not, I would have said, hun, I want you to go for yourself, but I'm going to stay here and see if I can find another connection, because my connection with you is strong, but it's not 100% solid. So when you go out there, I don't want you going out there waiting for me. I think she should have had that conversation, because as you and I both heard, New Year, that he was supposed to go on, what is it, Celebs Go Dating, and turned it down, 60K.
Yeah.
Down because he's waiting for Paige. Is Paige waiting for you?
Paige just moved on.
Thank you. Paige wants to be exclusive with next man. She ain't checking for you. So for me, I just feel like that conversation should have been had, so that he's not out there waiting and expecting. He's there watching her cultivate a relationship with a next man. Like, me personally, not even just that situation, me personally, I don't like Paige. So whatever. So when I saw her rattled, it was entertaining for me. It really, really was. And it just showed how low self-esteem she's got, So yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Lacey and Deji. What do you think of that connection?
Fake. I ain't got time for that one. I feel bad for Deji now because he almost tried it with Danica to also stay inside the house a bit longer.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to go into Lacey, or she's gone into him, whatever. But it's kind of like he's almost still pining for India. Like,
oh, okay.
I feel like he doesn't really want her, but I think like that's his only real
connection.
What's the word again? Not from connection, but you know, that's your taste.
Yeah.
So that's only to, and there's no one else who's kind of come in like that. That he's probably thought I can really actually see something going on. So he's just kind of thought, all right, let's see who else is single. Let me just see. I think it's just a real shame because had there been probably another girl or another couple of girls, his character and his personality, like we've seen Dami's personality, but we haven't been able to, and he's literally just hanging on by like a thin stretch, a thin piece of string. As for Lacey, is opportunist.
Yeah, exactly. Like I totally agree with that. But hey, maybe they just use each other. Get to the finals. Yeah. You can do, but you ain't gonna win. Just know that. But yeah, stay in. You know, she's gonna be in there for her, you know, her what is it, pretty little thing, or what is it, misguided deal.
Guided.
Yeah, you know, like a deal which she ain't gonna get because one of the other girls is gonna get it over this girl, you know. Ooh. And I mean, I don't know what Deji's gonna get. I have no idea. I really don't have any idea. So we'll see. You know, what else is going on? Right. So Ekin-Su versus Natalia. What do we think of that little rivalry going on in the house of Villa?
I don't think Natalia stands a chance.
Ooh, why?
I'm team Ekin-Su because that girl gets as good as she dishes out. Obviously, I don't know Natalia as well, but I'm just kind of like Ekin-Su with that. Just some of her one-liners as well. You know, someone's going to survive. Like, I'm like, Natalia, I know you're bringing the whole, you know, Brazilian, you know, type of thing, but Ekin-Su's really had to fight her corner for this man.
Yeah,
you know, she's had to humble herself, swallow humble pie, and literally take it all. And she's done it with grace and always looking good. So. My thing is that you don't stand a chance, girl. Just let it go. Just wait for someone else to come in.
Got it. I mean,
leave it every day.
I liked, you know, like the whole Ekin-Hu. Like I liked the whole like she was giving it back to Ekin-Su, but I do feel like Natalia was a bit butthurt because she got, as they say, pied by both Adam and Davide in one night, and she can see that Lacey already identified the fact that those guys had moved on. Just as she got in there, and she thought, right, let me go for the one who's got no choice but to be with me, or he goes home. And that's what she's done. Do you know what I mean? And now, you know, Natalia is left with, what's this guy? Reese. And guys, I am not discriminating. This is 2022, but I don't think Reese likes girls. I'm sorry. He's giving me closet vibes. You know, if you want to be with a man, that's totally cool. But there's just something that I'm like, don't really feel like, you know, like my gaydar is up. And I'm like, good looking guy, you know, but I just think, I think you're on the wrong show. I do. I definitely think you're on the wrong show. But hey, love is love. Okay. So we had a recoupling and Danica has been dating both bombshell guys, Jamie, Lil Jamie and Big Reese. In the recoupling, everybody knows what the recoupling would have been. Let's just, you know, if you didn't guess it already, Natalia was left with no choice but to pick Reese, and the only other new connection other than Lacey and Deji was Danica picking Jamie. What do we feel like about that, New Year, Nick?
It was going to happen. It was bound to happen.
Yes.
At the end of the day, that there was no option because all the other lovey-dovey, you know, getting married tomorrow couples had already signed each other's hands. Do you get what I mean? So that was the only choice left, wasn't it?
Well, she could have picked Reese. Do you think picking Jamie was the right thing?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like, I don't think Reese is closet gay. I don't think that, but I do feel like it's not an ick factor. Get the ick. Like it's just like they're forced together for Wednesday. Whereas the other one, Jamie, I feel like they could be cute, and he seems like completely different to all the guys so far she's been snogging faces with.
That's true.
So this one seems a bit quiet, and I think that's probably what she needs, because she is outgoing. Do you know what I mean? She's wears her heart on her sleeve. She's 100% in. She's someone who's just going to be calm and genuine with her, and just be a gentleman.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Reece, I don't feel like, I'm not saying Reece wouldn't be a gentleman, but I just still kind of feel like that vibe of just, it is what it is. Like tomorrow his mind will change, his head will turn, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His orientation might, come out, who knows?
Yeah.
Whereas Jamie just seems like he's a calm guy. That's what she needs, a bit of like stability. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
A bit of stability for her for now.
I like that. Yeah, maybe. Like I hear where you're going with that. I mean, I just feel like he's very genuine. I think even had he been there from the start, I think he genuinely would have gravitated to Danica over the other girls. I genuinely think that. I think he's a nice guy, and I think you're right. Out of all the connections that she's had, it seems like that one is the most genuine. She's finally going to get what she wants. And we have to remember, Danica's only 21, even though she looks a lot older than that and she behaved a lot older than that. She's only 21 and she's not had a smooth ride in there by any means. So I'm happy for her. Had I not fallen asleep, I would have voted for them as a couple. I've done enough for Andrew, because people didn't know before. I was voting a lot for Danica and voting a lot for Andrew because I like Andrew, but I thought, nah, Andrew, I've done enough for you. Do you know what I mean? I've helped you out. I've done enough with my votes. I've got to stick with my girl Danica, because I know not a lot of people are checking for her. So I need to check for her. So yeah, so we'll see, obviously there's soon going to be another elimination, I'm sure. And I won't lie to you. Okay, so with another elimination in terms of couples, who do you think could be up? Like, name your top 3 couples who you think will probably be up for on the chopping block.
Tasha and Andrew.
Yeah.
Lacey and Deji.
Of course. That's 100%.
And Reece, probably.
Oh, and Natalia and Reece. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. I think you're right. The public haven't had enough time to get to know them. Also, I believe that Dami and India could potentially be in the bottom because no one's forgiven Dami. Sorry. I go on social media and people are still like, oh, we can't stand him. They can't stand. People were all up and pissed off about Luca, but they seem to have moved on from that. They have not moved on from Dami. They still hate Dami, and for me, I feel like, hold on a second, there's other people in there who've not done great things and you seem to have moved on, from that. I've moved on from, I don't like the way Dami behaved, but I've moved on from it. If India's accepted what happened there, and she's the one who's going to be with him. So let it go. That's my thing. Let it go. So yeah. Okay, New Year. Lastly, I want you to predict who's going to win. Which couple's going to win?
Ekin-Su and Davide.
Why?
Because she's a liar. She's a liar. And they're still together. They are that couple. Like Ekin-Su said, they fight. They're like husband and wife. They're like best friends. They're like sworn enemies. They have banter. I mean, they rub each other's head and they're in the swimming pool. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just continue to gravitate to one another. They are entertaining as heck.
Got it. I happen to,
for whatever it was lame as anything.
Oh God, that was funny. But yeah, it was lame. Yeah. I mean,
so Davide and Ekin-Su.
I agree with you because I feel like I just don't take them seriously as a couple. That's number one. I really don't. I don't think they're going to last on the outside. I think they're going to have quite a lot of sex, and their sex is going to be worthy of Pornhub and stuff. That they sound like that. I feel like they're probably going to get a bit freaky when they get the chance, but I don't think they're going to last. I don't. But I think they're so crazy. She's dramatic. Do you know what I mean? And so for the cameras, the producers give her tasks for the day and then she executes. Davide is just a funny guy. Like he is funny. He is jokes. And I love it when maybe English isn't your first language. And when you're able to make jokes and be sarcastic, it shows that, that you really do get the language. Like when someone talks to me and I know, English isn't their first language and they're able to make jokes or laugh at jokes or be, so I'm always like really impressed, because that's when, you're not just taking things literally. You really do understand, the language. And I just like that. I like that about him. I like the fact that he's very funny. He knows who he is. He's a bit smug and don't really care kind of thing. And I just like the two of them. They would be great if they had their own reality show. It'd be crazy if they had their own show, but yeah, that's, I mean, I don't see any clear winner at all. I really, really don't. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I won't be surprised if they are the ones to win. Watch this space. We'll see what the next week or so brings. But yeah. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, guys, as you know, email us on freepms.ladies@gmail.com. Check, message us. We're on Twitter. We're on IG. We're on Facebook. We're on SoundCloud, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify. Just check us out. Hit us up. We're on the gram. I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Nick.
Bye, people.
Bye.